hi everybody, I hope you're all keeping really well. Bit of a different one for me today for a few reasons. Number one, I am literally just going to probably babble on. I've got no notes, I'm not referring to notes, I am just gonna speak as though, let's say we're all in a room together and we're having this conversation, and then I will edit the video how I see fit. I probably will end up saying things that I don't particularly want to say, so that will be edited out, and blah blah blah. But I've got no notes, so I am completely freestyling, which I think with this type of video is the way to go. So today I would like to talk about mental health. Now, that's a real big one for me, because so far on my channel, I have kept my channel very light, shall we say. Lots of day in the lives, which are great, hauls, shopping, spending, blah 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 blah, and that's all great. And that will continue, but life is not just about hauls. Life is not just about shopping and, you know, buying designer items and then that's enough. There is a million more things to life. So I think I wanted to do this video to talk about that. I hope by what I talk about in the video, if it can help even 10 people, you know, that's great. I want to talk about different ways to deal with mental health, some tools, if you could call them that, maybe a bit of advice thrown in, yeah, it's just generally a chat about mental health. And I think I've definitely noticed there is so much more talk about mental health. Years and years ago, if we go back to the 1950s, 1960s, it was hardly talked about, and if someone did suffer with mental health, it was almost frowned upon. It you know, it just wasn't as open conversation as it is now. And I think now we understand mental health a lot more. People are more sympathetic to mental health. It's more accessible to find information on mental health. Now, we say mental health because mental health is such a broad term, but there, you know, that's like an umbrella term for so many different mental health issues. To me, I have learned in the past, I don't really know how long, to be honest, but definitely not my whole life. We'll say recently, I guess, we would have to say recently, that your whole life, how you view the world, how you view life, your life, the world around you, is so much down to your thoughts. Your thoughts can change your world. And our thoughts are a funny thing, because, you know, we come into the world as little babies, we come into the world pure, we don't know, you know, anything apart from that, you know, we require love, food, survival. And as we get older and life happens to all of us, and all that baggage starts to accumulate, and obviously that affects our thought processes, and you know, we end up with a lot of negativity going on in here. And I'm talking about in here. I'm not talking at the moment about outward negativity in the outside world. I'm talking about in here. Are the little voices in our heads telling us this, that and the other. We're not good enough. We can't do this, blah, 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 blah. And it's a load of rubbish. It is a load of tosh. Your thoughts, it's a hard process. It's a hard process to change that little voice inside that has got there through different events, different, you know, all sorts. But it can be done. It can be done because we are all special. We are all the miracle of life. The miracle of life that we are actually on this earth and living and conscious and having thoughts and feelings is a miracle in itself. And you know, it's been said a million times, but you know, there is only ever one of us, and that's freaking amazing, you know. And that in itself is a miracle and something to absolutely just be in awe of. And I think what I'm trying to say is, all the rubbish that, you know, you've told yourself or other people have told you and blah, 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 blah. It just needs to be thrown away. It just needs to be let go, and to know that you are amazing, and you are amazing just how you are. Which leads me on to depression. Depression is, it's rife, isn't it? It's rife in the digital age, in the, you know, the age of social media. It is rife. And that is because, which obviously I knew, but I have learned through reading that obviously as human beings we haven't changed over thousands of years, but our world has changed around us. You know, we are not meant to just sit and stare at our phone for hours on end. You know, we are not meant to do that. We're not, you know, we are meant to socially interact. We're social beings. You know, the world changes around us, but as human beings, we're still the same. And I think for me, which I have to probably say, definitely, I lose track of time, but definitely in the last 5 to 6 months, I have really realised, if we say woke up for a very cliche, very cheesy term, but woke up, and it is amazing. And I wanted to pass on some certain tips that have worked for me, that do work for me on a day-to-day basis, and I think they could probably work for you too. They don't all cost money, which is really important, number one. They say the best things in life are free, and it's very true. So I am going to share with you some of the things that help me to stay grounded, to stay true to myself, to inspire me. Yeah, everything. Like I said, I've got no notes, so I'm just going free flow. Right, okay. So books. I will say books. It's not a book share video, but books in general. Read when you can. Read as much as you can. Get informed. Reading is so important. And 2 books in particular that I'm not going to say that I didn't know the things that are already in them, but they really helped me to realise, and when I say that, I mean really realise, I mean to really wake me up. And you've probably heard me talking about these before in various vlogs, Instagram. We've got 2 books here. So we've got Happy Sexy Millionaire by Stephen Bartlett. I can't say enough good things about this book and this guy. Completely inspiring to me. I'm sure lots of you have probably read this. It is so inspiring. It is so thought-changing that it is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I will say this book has helped me, and that's what it's all about. It's helping yourself and trying to become the best version of you, not comparing yourself to others, not, you know, looking at Instagram thinking, oh, I wish I had this life, or I wish I had that, or blah, 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 blah. It is all about being the best version of you. And when I say the best version of you, I don't just mean physically. I don't just mean looking the best that you can. Keeping yourself looking nice is important. If it is good for you, it's good for your well-being, and it's good for your mental health, and it's good, all of that. But I'm talking about being the best you can be mentally, the best you can be spiritually, just for you. Because at the end of the day, we're in our mind, whatever. We can be in a room of 100 people and we're alone in here, and this is everything. And being healthy in here helps you to lead a good life, a better life, to love, yeah, everything. So anyway, babbling again. But this book, can't say enough good things about this book. I know my daughter Anastasia, she's read it. She was even lucky enough to go to a talk with this guy. I was insanely jealous. But yeah, totally inspiring book. And the second one, which is sort of along the same lines but different, is Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig. I totally recommend this book to everyone as well. It's the #1 Sunday Times bestseller. I have now finished it, and he talks about, he comes from a place of that he was very poorly mentally, and he talks about his journey back to full mental health, and lots of it's amazing. Such a good book, that one too. So I would say these are 2 books that have helped me on my journey. I guess you'd call it a journey, because it is a journey, isn't it? Life is a journey. So these 2 books for sure. And I am still reading. I am still inquisitive. I am still, and I probably always will be. And I think that's a great thing. That's a great thing. Okay. A few more books which I'm finding also. I'll show you this one. Journal. Now, this is, I'm showing you it. This is a good example of what I'm trying to say. I'm showing you it. It's a Breathe Special Journal 52-week planner. So you can start this anytime. It's not dated or anything. Just to write your feelings down, write about the day. I would suggest doing it at night after the day. That's my plan. It's there and it's waiting, and it's one of them things that I don't know why, but I keep putting off. I keep putting off, and there's a reason for that, I guess. There's a reason for that. I'll always find something different to do. Or that needs to be done, or that needs to be done. But actually, this needs to be done. My journal needs to be done, and it needs to be started. So I got this a few weeks ago. That's how long I've been putting it off for. But this needs to be started, and this is one of the tools that I'm talking about that is going to help me. And I think journaling is a great tool for everybody. Write down your feelings, write down the positives, write down the negatives. If you're having a bad day, write that down. Try and search for why you've had a bad day. Try and search inside for why you feel the way you do. And then I think to look back on this, yeah, I've never journaled actually. I have never journaled, and you know, I've heard so many people do it, and for some reason mentally I'm putting it off, but there's probably a reason for that. But this is going to be started, so that's another one of my tools. More reading, but different reading. Now, I got this actually, I got this yesterday. I discovered I've been in there before, but I hadn't really been in there. I'd been in there and looked at certain, if we like, superficial surface things, but I hadn't really looked. And I saw this and I thought, I've got to get that. It's the National Geographic 100 Places That Will Change Your Life. So it's full of, I've read about 5 pages so far. But so you've got your different sections on places for your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. And it is truly, obviously people at the airport there. So for your mind, China, we've got Mexico, learning about cooking, all the different places you can go to in the world where they, where basically it will change your thoughts, change your perspective of the world. We've got here Loire Valley in France. I mean, look at that. I'd never seen that before. Jerusalem, obviously, Jerusalem. Now I'd love to go to Jerusalem. And obviously, you know, going to these places. There's another one here that I'd never heard of, which really appeals to me, to the Hay Festival in Wales. Join poets, novelists, scientists, environmentalists and other big thinkers near the heather-covered mountains of Wales. I haven't got my glasses on. Beacons National Park, for what former President Bill Clinton called the Woodstock of the mind. That really appeals to me. Look, this would be good for me. Ted, make coffee from field to cup in Colombia. Yeah, this is a great magazine. Totally inspiring, totally great to look at. I mean, anyone that can visit all them places in their life has well and truly lived, haven't they? But even if, you know, it's not like, you know, I bought it and think, well, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there. Yesterday I booked, I call it I'm going home, and it makes me so happy. I am going to Ibiza in August for 10 nights, and to say my soul is happy about that is a complete understatement. To me, I'm going home, and it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming, and I can't wait. And I booked that for me, for my soul, for me, Julie, and I can't wait. I'll vlog some. I'm not going to vlog all the time because, you know, but obviously I will vlog some. But yeah, so that's for me and that's for my soul. And it's a place that really changed my life, actually. So to me, that should be in here. And it could be. I haven't looked all through it. That'd be amazing. But yeah, very inspiring magazine, and there's so much, you know, so much of the world to see and experience. Costa Rica, look, Cameroon, go and look, spend time with the gorillas, chimpanzees. Honestly, look, Northern California, I could go on and on. Oh, we've got Spain. Yeah, so I picked that up yesterday, and I started reading it. I got a coffee for myself. Of course I got a coffee when I was out and started reading it in the sun, and little things like that. Look after your mental health. That helped my mental health tenfold. Something like that. And then another one that I got in the same magazine shop, it's called Magazine Heaven, and it's at Richmond Lakes near where I live. Oh, just so full of magazines, unbelievably, just hundreds, probably runs into the thousands. And I got this one, which I've never seen before, Planet Mindful, which I haven't started yet. Find real happiness, create balance and harmony in your life by looking inwards. 12 ways to get fitter and healthier this summer. Make a fresh start, why it's never too late to press reset. And that appeals to me very much. So couple of magazines there that I think are very inspiring to read and helpful, because at the end of the day there is, you know, we can buy all the nice clothes, we can buy the best car, we can go on the best holidays, we can do this, that and the other, and none of that means anything if up here is not right for you. And that for me is what it's all about. I've got one more tool that I wanted. Now I also I got these. Now these are called, I've never seen nothing like this, and this is going to be lovely, and I think it could be a great gift for somebody that you think may need it, that may benefit from it. And it's from, I don't know, the name of the company is it focusing? Cotton and Grey. And they're called 20-minute candles, 10 pure beeswax candles, ceramic holder and affirmation cards for relaxation and well-being. And so basically you've got, if I show you, you've got 10 candles. I'll read the little card out actually. And the card says, the gift of time. Lose yourself for 20 precious minutes and leave yourself feeling refreshed and revived. Light your candle, watch the flame and relax. It might be thinking positive thoughts while using the affirmation cards, relaxing in the bath, reading a book, meditating or doing yoga. The options are endless. So you've got your 10 candles there. You've got your little ceramic holder, but I will obviously put that onto something else as well because you get wax dripping everywhere. And then you've got 10 affirmation cards. So for example, on top, I feel grateful every day. And this I'm going to do, I've got my yoga mat, I am going to sit on my yoga mat, I am going to light this candle in that and then put it on something else so it's nice and safe. And I'm going to use one of the affirmation cards every day, and I saw these and I thought that's going to do it for me, because that will make me by doing that. Is it, yeah, 20 precious minutes, 20 minutes, which is hardly any time at all, is it, for that candle to burn down, and just to, you know, focus on the affirmation card, or even just clear your mind, just to look at the flame burning, just to have your mind clear. I think they are great, and I think, you know, what a gift I think for somebody that you think would benefit from that. You know, I think they're great, and I cannot wait to burn my first one. So I think they are so lovely. So they were from a shop called Mooch at Royston Lakes, if you wanted to get them. So they are the tools as such that I'm using. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea because I don't know how long I've babbled for now. Yeah, they are some of the things that I'm using to help me, and to, I think it's about, it sounds very, very cliche, but I think it's about waking up, being woke. I really do, and we can go through life and we can just see it from like one dimension, and there is just so much to life, you know, there is so much to experience, there's so much to just the miracle of being alive, you know, and just, you know, these things, yes, these things that I've showed you, they cost money, but so many things, even walking, fresh air is everything for your mental health. Going for a walk, and even if it's not walking, just being outside. Again, cliche, but connecting with nature, seeing things grow, growing things, you know, just looking around in awe, knowing that we're all part of the same thing, you know. And you know, we're tiny, we're tiny. Our little problems that to us are not little, they're big to us, but in the whole, you know, the whole context of things, they're tiny. And it's just realizing that. It's what's helped me. Since we've lived here, we're very, very close to a park, and we get a lot of birds in the garden. And each year since we've lived here in the summer, I've always put a bird feeder out, and obviously never bought the right type of bird feeder because the birds have never been near it. This year I saw a certain bit and I thought, I think that could work, that bird feeder. So I put it at the bottom of the garden, and the birds absolutely love it. It's attracting all the different really tiny birds, and then obviously some of the seeds will fall down onto the ground, and then the pigeons love that. I think the other night we had like 3 tiny little birds on the bird feeder, and then there was 3 pigeons in the garden. It was amazing. I loved it, and Atticus loves it, obviously. It's just connecting with things like that. And I've also bought myself a little mini greenhouse to start growing some stuff. It's like, yeah, who are you, Julie? You know, but that to me, I love in my garden. I love seeing things, you know, grow from, you know, a tiny little seed, or, you know, how a shrub grows from like so small to, you know, it really is, again, cliche, connecting with nature. And these things are very inexpensive, you know, a packet of seeds, you know, a pot, so, you know, somewhere suitable to grow them, you know, it doesn't cost the earth. And, you know, I think out there I bought, I'm going to grow a cucumber. Let me get this right. Spring onions. I thought I'm only going to grow the things that are going to get eaten. Yeah, spring onions, cucumber. Oh, there was one more. I can't remember. And then I've also got some seeds to start growing my own pansies and all that. And then obviously, but it's only a little mini greenhouse. It's not like obviously in an ideal world, you know, we'd like a big glass one. But the point is, it's not about the style or how the greenhouse looks. It's about that you're growing something and you're seeing it grow. And I think that's great for mental health. So yeah, get outside, get out in the open, walk. You know, if you can't walk, just get outside. You know, that's a huge thing. Social media, take some time off. I've started to, especially because I work in it as well, to me, a certain time at night, that's my cut-off time. I will not go on my phone unless it's something, you know, hugely important, and generally whatever that is can wait till, you know, the next morning. So I've started incorporating a cut-off time, whether that be 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, where that's it, I don't go on my phone. And that, for me, that's starting to work. I think also as well, delete any apps. This is a big one. Delete any apps that aren't working for you. If you've got quite an addictive personality, I think, which I think I quite have, delete any apps that aren't helping you, that aren't, you know, helping you to become the best version of yourself. So, you know, whether that could be shopping apps, it could be anything. Delete the apps, which I have done, various apps, and again, I feel so much better for that. Have a clear out, if you like, have a mental clear out, or have a clear out of your phone, or, you know, but don't spend every waking second on social media. You know, if you're in a coffee shop or whatever, you know, and we all stand there on our phones, you know, if we're in a queue at the supermarket, I'm so guilty of that. You know, if there's a long queue, get my phone out, check my emails, you know, that's all good, that's all great. But sometimes, just sometimes, put the phone in your bag, in your pocket, whatever, and take the time to look around you. Notice the little things, notice just the miracle of being alive, really. They are my things. They are my things. I don't know how long I've babbled on for. I don't know how long this video is going to be. But I just didn't want my channel just to be about spending hauls, holidays and all of that. And all that is fantastic and all of that is great. And, you know, to me, you lead the life you've designed. You lead the life you've designed, and you lead, you know, and that is wonderful. And all of that I am forever grateful for. But also as well, there's so much more going on, and mental health for people at the moment, and it has been, and it's getting worse and worse. It needs, you know, it needs acknowledging more, and more people are starting to, you know, speak out about this, and it's a great thing. It really is. So yeah, to recap, Try maybe, you know, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling, you know, you want to, you know, something's missing, something's not connecting, whatever, maybe try some of the tools that I've showed you. Read some inspiring books, read some inspiring magazines, you know, meditate, yoga, fresh air, grow something, try anything, and you know, it really does make a difference. It really does make a difference, you know. And like I say, I hope if this video can help, you know, even one person, you know, it just to even lead a more pleasant life in their head for them, then to me, you know, that's great. You know, there's always, you can turn your life around. You can change your thoughts, you can change all them negative thoughts, you can just throw it all away and you can change your life around, and you can. And I think that is very, very important to remember, and one of the most important things. And you know, you are enough. You are enough just as you are, just as you are. You know, you don't need this, that or the other to make you happy, to change your appearance, to change this or whatever. You are perfect just the way you are, and that is my final word. And I just wanted to, final sentence, whatever, I just wanted to put that out there. So I hope you enjoyed my little chat on mental health. It's not groundbreaking, I haven't said anything that hasn't been said before, but it's important stuff. So I hope whoever's watching this has enjoyed this. I hope you can maybe take something away from it, and that is enough really. So yeah, that's me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for maybe a haul. We still love our hauls. Bye, take care.